Chad at Pristine Auto Detailing. I'm guessing some of you watched the previous video on this 2015 Ford Focus ST. Today I'm going to be showing you how to apply the Gyeon Wetcoat. The Gyeon Wetcoat comes in two different sizes. It comes in a smaller, what size is this? 500 milliliter bottle, and then it comes in the 4,000 milliliter bottle. A lot of customers will come in and buy the small bottle, and by the time they notice how awesome it works, they'll end up buying a gallon of it, or the 400 milliliter. But yeah, it's pretty basic to use. You just want to make sure you read the instructions on the back. You don't want to use it in direct sunlight or when your paint is hot. That if you do it when your paint's hot, you do it out in the sun and the product dries on the paint, it's pretty difficult to remove. It'll almost look like you left the soap, like a bad soap on it, and it just dried in the sun, and it's pretty hard to get off. Some quick detailers will take it off, but sometimes if it's really bad, you'll have to machine polish it off sometimes. I've never had that issue. I'm just guessing that's what you would have to do. So yeah, I'll just walk you through the different steps. I usually put it in a bottle like this, a spray bottle if you buy the gallon. You don't have to mix anything, it already comes pre-diluted. You just use it straight as is, and a little bit goes a long way. As I'll show you, you don't have to soak the whole entire panel, just lightly mist everything. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so you have your vehicle washed, it's still wet, it still has water all over it. All you need to do, before I even get in that, you just, like I said before, don't use it in the sunlight, don't let it dry on the paint. To prevent this, you can do one panel at a time. Tonight it's not hot, and I'm not doing it outside, so I could really do probably the whole side of the vehicle, then come back through. And Gyeon recommends that you power wash it off and get that pressure on there, so that way it'll spread everything out and rinse off any remaining residue. And that's the only thing we use is the pressure washer. Some guys have said that they use the high pressure like water hose or a nozzle. That might work, but hey, I usually recommend to use a pressure washer. If you don't have a pressure washer, you can clean your car at home, dry it all off, take it to the car wash, and use their pressure washer. Just make sure you pre-rinse it first. Get the vehicle wet, pre-rinse it, and then use the Gyeon. But yeah, basically all we'll do is spray the product lightly on this panel. You can do your A-pillars and stuff, you can do your mirrors. I just don't recommend spraying the glass. If you get some on the glass, sometimes you'll notice like a light haziness sometimes. If you sprayed the whole glass, after you clean the windows, you might notice like a film on there almost on the glass. I don't recommend spraying the glass directly. If you get a little overspray, that's fine. If you notice anything funky on the glass, just take a little bit of the 4-0 steel wool, the really fine steel wool. Make sure it's it has 4 zeros, the real fine stuff. You don't want to use aggressive steel wool, but yeah, the real fine stuff, and just hit your glass when you clean them with your glass cleaner, and then wipe it off. Making sure not to hit your paint when you're using the steel wool or even your moldings. But yeah, we'll soak this with the wet coat, and then I'll power wash it off. It might get a little bit of noisy in here when I fire up the pressure washer, but yeah, I'll just do a quick demonstration on this store here for you. We'll lightly mist the mirror. Just a light mist, that's all you need. And just a light mist on the panel. You don't have to get crazy with it, fan it out as you're doing it. And that's pretty much it. I'll do this little section right here. Try not to spray a lot on the glass, and now we'll power wash it off. All right, so we power washed it off. You will notice, I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but it beat it up awesome. It looks awesome as of right now, and then I'll go through and blow dry. It makes it really nice to blow dry the car when you're done, whether you're using a leaf blower or an air compressor or even just towel drying it. That's one of the things I like the most about it, is it makes it easier to wash and dry. But you see how lightly I put it on, barely just fanned it on, real light. You don't want to use a lot of product. It is expensive, and it's nice that you don't have to use a lot. But even when I was misting, I didn't spray this panel, but some of the mist just went on this panel, and it's already beating this panel up slightly. But yeah, just take your time, power wash it all off as much as you can. Don't go super fast, it's not a race. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The biggest thing, like I said, don't do it in the sunlight or when your paint's hot, or else you might run into problems. But you can put it on basically everything but your glass. You can do your wheels if you wanted to, your front grille, your plastics, pretty much anything you want besides glass and the mirrors, the actual mirror part. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And I'll put the product links below. I'm not affiliated with Gyeon whatsoever, but it is a product that I recommend to a lot of customers if you don't want to hand wax something, or if you have a big RV, anything really that you don't want to hand wax. It does add the hydrophobic water beading properties, the self-cleaning properties, and also adds that nice little bit of shine, and it does have protection, UV protection in it. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Make sure you subscribe. We'll have a lot more videos coming up. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.